majuan aja, maju. Agak maju, agak maju.
Semuanya siap?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Hello, so my name is Daniel Sepulveda, and I am an American ambassador, and I work out of the Economic Bureau in the United States State Department.
Nama saya Ambassador Daniel Sepulveda. Saya bekerja di Economic Bureau di Kementerian Luar Negeri Amerika.
And I'm here for two reasons. One, to work with the Indonesian government and the Indonesian people on how to better connect the people of Indonesia to the global internet.
Jadi saya punya dua tujuan ke Indonesia. Satu, meningkatkan konektivitas Indonesia dan pemerintah rakyat Indonesia ke internet secara global.
And two, to work with the ASEAN community and the Telsom ministerial that is here this week on how to connect the region to the global internet.
Dan yang kedua adalah mendekatkan komunitas ASEAN dan juga Telsom yang akan datang pada minggu ini untuk mempererat komunitas dengan internet secara global.
So I'm happy to answer any questions.
Jadi dia siap untuk menjawab semua pertanyaan.
Can I have my first question? Mas, maaf boleh nanti kalau translate agak ini ya masuk ke kamera. Okay, so Mr. Sepulveda, I want to ask you, United States is one of the country that is known to be very good in ICT, right? So how is actually the United States optimize the role of ICT sector to support economy, industry, economic growth, economic sector?
Well, we believe that ICT is a foundational aspect of development.
Can he translate like after because it will be easier for us to cut for the
So I'll start again.
soundbite. Sorry.
So we in the United States believe that information and communications technology, including access to the internet, is foundational across economic sectors. So to the degree that, for example, someone who didn't have a bank account starts to use their cell phone for mobile banking, or women who haven't historically had access to health services can use access to the internet and global communications either to access healthcare services directly or to access information by which they can take better care of themselves. Is another example of how we believe services that are provided using information communications technology can encourage societal and economic development.
Jadi pertanyaan tadi adalah bagaimana Amerika sebagai salah satu pelopor dari bidang ICT atau Internet and Communication Technologies menggunakan ICT untuk mengembangkan perekonomian mereka. Bapak Daniel tadi menjawab bahwa di Amerika ICT adalah salah satu dasar untuk mengembangkan perekonomian mereka. Seperti dia mencontohkan banyak warga menggunakannya untuk perbankan atau tidak para ibu-ibu atau wanita yang tidak punya akses bisa menggunakan ICT untuk memajukan atau mendapatkan modal selanjutnya.
And also for non-ICT companies, so small and medium-sized enterprises, for example, having access to information and communications technology makes them more productive and better at serving their customers. It's interesting that in this field, the majority of the economic benefits come not from the production of the goods and services, but from their use. And that's something that we're trying to encourage all around the world.
Jadi dengan teknologi ICT ini, para perusahaan-perusahaan menengah atau kecil bisa menggunakan ICT untuk meningkatkan produktivitas mereka, juga untuk meningkatkan cara mereka melayani para konsumen. Jadi ini akan diteruskan untuk justru makanya ini ICT dianggap penting untuk
If you see Asia and Indonesia in particular with big population, how do you see actually is the potential of the growth of ICT and how to encourage, because we are facing economic slowdown as many other countries. What can we do to utilize this ICT to help us grow higher?
Sure. Well, in the first instance, you have about 16% penetration in Indonesia today of access to the internet, and you need to grow that to the rest of the population. And that's hard to do because your population is dispersed across a series of islands, and the cost per person is very high. So you have to work on universal service fund programs to ensure that where the market will not deliver the services by themselves, you can create subsidy mechanisms for ensuring that everyone has access to the service. And then on top of that, you have to make sure that people have the skills. So as individuals, as you have the digital literacy to use the services, and then as companies and firms, as small businesses, you can use all of the services available over information communications technology to make your particular business, whatever sector of the economy you're involved in, more productive.
Jadi tadi ditanyakan apakah dengan penurunan perekonomian di Asia, bagaimana ICT bisa mempengaruhinya. Bapak Daniel mengatakan bahwa Indonesia saat ini memiliki penetrasi internet yang sangat rendah, itu 16%. Jadi salah satu masalahnya bagaimana cara meningkatkan penetrasi internet di Indonesia. Caranya adalah jika market atau pasar tidak bisa mampunya, perlu dibutuhkan cara-cara yang alternatif untuk meningkatkan hal tersebut. Selain itu juga diperlukan meningkatkan kemampuan para rakyat Indonesia untuk penggunaan internet. Dan itu sangat penting.
And we believe the future of the internet is in this part of the world, in the developing world, because the Europe and the United States and Japan and South Korea, they've topped out. Almost everyone has connectivity there. The future of connectivity, where new services and new ideas and new economic activity will be created, is in those places where people do not today have connectivity. And we have both a moral and an economic responsibility to connect the people of the world to each other.
Jadi masa depan dari teknologi ICT justru ada di daerah-daerah seperti Indonesia, di mana internetnya belum berkembang. Kalau kita lihat di Eropa, di Amerika, di Korea atau di Jepang, di sana hampir semua rakyat sudah memiliki konektivitas internet. Jadi di daerah-daerah seperti di Indonesia, di mana rakyatnya masih belum, disitulah justru masa depan karena mungkin ada inovasi-inovasi baru.
Oke, satu pertanyaan lagi, pertanyaan yang terakhir.
Apakah ada kerjasama Amerika Serikat dan Indonesia di bidang ICT untuk mungkin setahun ini seperti apa? Yang pertama, terus kemudian soal tarif data. Untuk soal tarif data, sekarang ini kan sedang ada perdebatan soal soal tadi lah. Mungkin di Amerika seperti apa untuk layanan akses sendiri biar lebih murah untuk jangkau ke masyarakat.
Terus dengan penambahan mereka.
Ini dia udah dua. So the question is first, is there any cooperation between Indonesia and the US for in the ICT sector for the next 1 to 5 years?
We're here to build that cooperation. So we want to formalize communications between ourselves and your government on how to best implement public policy that will encourage investment, encourage deployment, and encourage activity in this sector.
Jadi itu tujuan kami di sini sebenarnya. Kami ingin meningkatkan kerjasama dengan pemerintah Indonesia untuk menceritakan bagaimana caranya untuk meningkatkan ICT ini agar bisa meningkatkan investment di Indonesia. How do the US deal with tariff data? How do you
I'm not sure what tariff data. We encourage competition and investment. So, to the degree that the telephone company is competing with a cable company, competing with a satellite company, all of them competing to deliver services to people, they are all requiring the investment necessary to make their services the best. We very much believe in as open, a competitive platform as possible.
Jadi cara Amerika menurunkan tarif internet adalah cara meningkatkan kompetitif atau persaingan dan juga investasi atau investment di bidang ICT. Jadi mereka mendorong perusahaan-perusahaan satelit, perusahaan telekomunikasi, perusahaan telepon untuk saling bersaing sehingga bisa menekan harga dan juga menciptakan inovasi baru sehingga ICT bisa diturunkan tarifnya.
Terima kasih banyak teman-teman. Konferensi pers kami sekarang selesai.
Jika
Udah. Maaf ya. Mungkin setelah acara selesai ada kesempatan lagi.
I don't have anything else.
Oke, ya.